So you want to go from this to this, but you have no idea how. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And if you don't know me, my name's Nick, and I basically go fishing every day, and I teach you everything I learned. So the way I like to do it is I'll just gut the fish, which is super simple. You can do that right at the river. Just cut open the stomach and rip everything out. The way I do it is I just chop the head off. So if you turn the head side of the fish towards you, and you look in, you'll see the gut cavity. So it'll look like this, and there's two sets of ribs, one on top, one on bottom. And basically you're gonna shove the tip of your knife right underneath one of the rib cages, and you just slowly push it in, just keeping the knife right underneath the rib cage. And all you're doing is just separating the rib bones from the meat. And you're just gonna wanna do this all the way down the fish until you finish, and all the rib bones should be separated from the meat. And you do this on both sides. And then all you gotta do is just go down the spine of the fish on both sides. So you'll have the two fillets like this, and then the rib bones in the middle like this, kind of sticking up. You can almost grab the rib bones like that, and the fillets will just flop down like this. So all you're doing is you're just going down the middle bone on both sides until you separate the two fillets from the middle rib cage and backbone. And I will say, as you get farther down the fish towards like the butt of the fish, there's a hard part to get through. It's like right by that, I guess it's called like the anal fin. I'll just hold the top of the fish and just go right down the back towards the tail. A sharp knife really helps with the entire process. And then once you're finished with that, you're gonna be able to just lift the ribs up, and both of the fillets should just be flat on the table. So you lift the rib cage up, and all you do is slide your knife through the backbone and rib cage area, and you just separate that middle bone from the fillet. You should be left with a nice slab of meat. You can go ahead and cut the tail off of there as well. And then all you're gonna have to do is just cut down the middle, because some of that backbone will be left on there because we just chopped right through it. So just cut them down the middle, and you should be left with two nice fillets. Now, the reason I say it's mostly boneless is because trout have these little, I think it's either pin bone or Y bones, whatever. There's really tiny bones that are like in the middle of each fillet, so you don't really want to cut them out and waste all that meat. And they're so small that you could just eat them. You'll be fine. Well, actually, eat at your own risk, I guess. Don't I don't want to be blamed for your death of choking on a trout bone. And again, a sharp knife really helps with cutting out that middle part, because the skin is kind of hard to cut through. And as you can see, my knife is not super sharp, so I gotta dial it in there. And yeah, you should be left with some nice looking fillets. And you could do a bunch with these. You could smoke it, fry it, whatever. Find that it just cooks more evenly than throwing the entire fish onto, let's say, the pan or whatever. But yeah, I hope that helps. I know that there's a lot of newer people that watch my videos. I remember how hard it was to fillet my first trout. It was horrible. It was also in the dead of winter, and my hands are freaking like purple. It was horrible. But yeah, go out there, catch some fish, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.